there were a bunch of stories here over the weekend and as we head into this week about our cracks starting to emerge in Doge. First off, Sean, it is stunning. Donald Trump and Elon Musk sat with Sean Hannity. I think it was on Friday or Saturday. It's going to air tomorrow night. I think it's the third time they've been together to kind of defend Doge. The president's most valuable commodity is his time. They are, doing this again. What are your, my sense is they're very smart politically. I wonder if they're seeing stuff in their own data that says we need to get ahead of this, try to, put a towel on some flames that might be building. There's this over the weekend, several Republican senators and House members began to complain to their local press about the potential impacts of cuts and layoffs and services being frozen and uncertainty to local businesses. Now you saw the Wall Street Journal has this poll out. There's kind of not poll, but it's a check-in with a bunch of voters who swung to Trump in 2024, expressing concern about local impacts of things Doge are doing. Sean, do you see some, cracks beginning to emerge, or you think it's still full steam ahead on the right?
No, it's quite the opposite. I think that people want cracks to emerge. So let's just be clear that everyone's sort of like, it's like a couple that a bunch of the guys don't think that the girl is good for the guy, or the girl thinks that all of her friends think the guy, and they're like trying to point out all the flaws. But everyone, because you look at the media, right? And they're like President Elon, Prime Minister Musk, and they want Trump to get pissed. The difference is they I think are simpatico. And that's why they did the interview. Look, Trump doesn't need a poll or whatever. He knows what's working. And I think he relishes this for many of the reasons we've discussed in the past, which is that Elon gets to be the foil. I mean, he's the bad guy. No, they're like, look at what Elon Musk is doing. He's carrying the load of all the bad. And I think Trump loves it. The base couldn't be more excited about what's happening. Trump's hearing that and seeing that. So look, I think the exact opposite. I think the media and the left really are trying to drive a wedge between the two. But when you saw that sit down with Sean Hannity, it was like, going back to my couple thing, it was like, you know what? We just need to hold hands and go show everyone that we're in love. I mean, it was.
Boy, because I don't remember, Trump sitting with someone like Hannity, with
right.
somebody else like that is interesting, because
that's what I'm saying.
Again, he is really sharing the stage. So it'll be interesting. Look, from the Democratic vantage point, I do find it interesting that more and more Republicans are stepping forward to say we've got concerns, like the fact that they're firing people, then rehiring people, that they're like, oops, wait.
But don't you think you have to? Like, I always think what they're doing now is like, after a storm, you worked for a bunch of members of Congress. Like after a storm, your boss sends a letter to FEMA as if like they didn't know that the storm came through, but they need to show action, right? Like I wrote a letter to the FEMA administrator about the damage in our district, right? They want to show their constituents. So by speaking out a little, it's telling their constituents, we're keeping our eye on this. We're aware of the problem. But at the end of the day, these guys are, the ones that I've talked to, they're super excited that we're finally addressing this.